One of the benefits of being in this Facebook group is you get a little bit of a play-by-play each week of the blog that I'm writing. You don't have to read the text, you get a little video that goes along with it, and really a lot more insight as well. The first thing that I want to talk about this week is unconscious bias. Now, a lot of people are like, what the heck is that, and what does it mean for me? Well, unconscious means that you're not really aware of it. You're not aware that you do it. And sometimes these kinds of things can be the thing that impedes or affects the inclusion of our children the most. Let me give you an example. We have a class called Learning Through Life, and we have kids that come into that class to learn more about life skills. And one of the things that I see and notice all the time is we have 17, 18-year-olds that will come in there that don't know even the first thing about brushing their teeth. And I'll say to them, why aren't you brushing your own teeth? And they'll say, well, because my parent does it for me, or my mom does it for me, and I'm sitting there like, what? You're 17 years old. There's nothing that physically impedes that child from doing this, nothing cognitively that could affect them being able to brush their own teeth. But that unconscious bias of that parent, of them not being able to do something and doing it constantly for them, has really interjected something into that child that the child feels they can't do something. And that unconscious bias can really affect that child's ability to go forward and be included in the world. I oftentimes think of inclusion as opportunity. You know, I get excited about inclusion because the more we can include our children, the more opportunities there are for them to become a part of the world and for them to benefit from what's there for them. So if we've got a kid that can't brush their teeth and I talk to the parent and the parent says, well, they can't because they make too much of a mess, or, you know, whatever's going on, I'll say, well, is it really that they can't? Or that maybe we should just break it down and we'll just do it in step-by-step form? Because I believe they can. And they're going to need this skill. This is something that they need. And we need to understand that our unconscious biases, sometimes the things that we do for our children, can really impede them being included in the world because their unconscious bias becomes something that's a reality for them. They take it, they internalize it, and they stop because they don't believe they can, because you don't believe they can. So think about it. Unconscious biases, how many of them do you have, and what kind of messages are you sending to your children?